What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon PGA DFS video. We are going to go through the Memorial Tournament. So, starts tomorrow, Thursday, runs through Sunday. We're just going to do an overall review of the course. We're going to look at some things. This article right here is in the description of the video, so if you want to see it a little bit more, you can check it out, and we can go from there. So, we're going to cover a bunch of things in this video. You guys may be used to our MLB videos. You may be used to our NBA videos. It's been a while since I've done a PGA, so I wanted to see if you guys liked it. If it gets enough interest and stuff like that, we will continue with the videos weekly. We will do the article and stuff like that. So you got to give the love to the article here. So just clicking on it helps out immensely. Going to the website, helping out the channel here. Clicking on the ads definitely helps. Supporting the channel. Going to FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. Signing up for FTA Plus is another thing that you can help out with. And if you see down below, below the description, we opened up some merchandise. Now, it's currently just some MLB or baseball merchandise with bringing home the bacon merchandise as well. So if you guys would love to support the channel or support the merch, check that out as well. It helps out more than you know. So that being said, if you're new to the channel, if you find this video helpful, hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already. Go check out the website, FTA Plus, $10 for a weekly pass, gets you a week of PGA, gets you a week of MLB, MMA, NASCAR. We've got it for you. So definitely check it out. We're going to go through right now the PGA Memorial Tournament. So we've got a ton of things. So under the PGA tab, we got the Bacon Station, which is just a bunch of research, stuff like that to help you for this. It's got players, salaries, chances of wins, our projections with the ownership projections and fantasy point projections for you. It's got the course history, so how they've done the past, I think it's past 5 or 6 years at this course. How they've done recently, so in recent tournaments, the past like 5 or 6 tournaments there. Then we've got the percentage they've made the cut, driving distance, driving accuracy, and greens in regulation. Because all of those are some stats. If you've never played PGA before, those are some stats you need to look at. So strokes gained is also another one. Whether or not it's off the tee, off the approach, around the green, or putting, all of this needs to be thrown in there. And all of this needs to be thought about when building and thinking about building PGA or just DFS lineups in general. So that being said, if you've got questions, comments, concerns, get those down below. In the description of this video is also our Discord link. Please get in there, get part of the discussion. We do sports betting. We do MLB. We do everything in there. We bounce ideas off of each other. So go check that out. The partner, as always, DFS Hero. The link is in the description. If you guys sign up for a month, go through the free trial, and get your month after that using our link for the first-time deposit, let us know your username or your email on there, and we will set you up with a free month of FTA Plus on top of it. If you guys sign up for the year, we will get you a free year on top of it as well. And that's every sport. That's every sport to use with their awesome optimizer that we have been using, plugging in our plays, our research. So if you've got questions, they've got answers. So that being said, we're looking at this. We're looking at Muirfield. Just kind of a course overview real quick. It's a par 72. It's in Ohio. Yardage is 7569. The architect was Jack Nicklaus. A lot of his courses are pretty decent. We look at these. Course type, we've got tree line, parkland, greens, bent grass, which there's a lot of things you might not be thinking about for PGA or DFS. The type of grass, that's another one. The roughs are Kentucky bluegrass, rye, and fescue. So some of them are hard, some of them are rough there. So key courses that we see in this one, the length, it's very long. It's the 5th longest course on the tour. The green size, very small. 5th smallest on the tour. Difficulty, it's the 2nd toughest. So you could see some of the top guys. This is where you need to see how they've done in the past in this golf course, because that could play a key pivotal role building your lineups or making the cut or making the top 5, top 6 golfers, hopefully taking down a tournament. So we do look at water danger holes. There's 12, which is 5th most on tour. There's a pattern with this country club. Fairway width, 32 yards. That's 21st widest on tour. Fast, long, and very narrow is what it seems like. And then the rough length, it's very long. And these are just other factors. If they get in the rough, that is where we have a, problem with some of these golfers. That's why you need to take all of the stats and build off of those. So, course history and notable performances. Patrick Cantley, excellent record here with an average finish of 15.1 and a strong strokes gained stats. Rory, consistent performer with notable finishes. He has yet to win here, though, and we'll go through that. Xander, steady record with multiple top finishes. Scheffler, stellar tee to green game, making him... He's very expensive. It's been a very long time since he's won a whole 3 weeks since he's won. Obviously, arrested and free Scotty, the movement, we know. And Matsuyama, previous winner with strong tee to green stats here as well. So a ton of great golfers, a ton of high-priced golfers. They price the golfers how they've done in the past too. So a lot of things to look at. So just other things that you want to read, go through down below here. So we've got a few of the early simulations showing Scheffler, Schauffele, McIlroy. We got Auberg, we got Morikawa. We've got some plays there, so you can check those out. We've got those under the FTA Plus tab, so you can definitely check out everything we've got there for simulations. Go check it out. Weather's going to be good. On the surface, great. No rain, weather, hot, humid, 80s through the week, 75, 80 through the weekend. These look great. All of these stats, let's go with that. The problem is there's no rain this week. There's no rain leading up. Obviously, they water the greens. They have sprinkler systems, stuff like that. This is a problem because lack of rain could make the green and course play much faster than we're used to, and it might get even more difficult throughout the weekend with the lack of rain overall. So definitely something to look at. Don't be surprised if we see some bogeys and stuff like that. I think it's going to play a little bit faster than we would enjoy. But, what are we going to do? We can only water it so much. So, betting picks, if you are to look at it, Scotty to win, 3.25 to 1. Rory is 9 to 1. Xander is 9 to 1. Morikawa is 14 to 1. Corey Connors 50 to 1, and Shane Lowry 65 to 1. I love all of these. Sprinkle in some of those bets there. Those are some of my top bets that you could look at through the course. And then some core plays. Now, you're not going to be able to go through all of these. I completely understand that. You're not going to be able to afford it. But these are basically the plays that I want to look at and feel comfortable with. So some sort of 2 or 3 of them in my lineup, and use some value plays as well to build through. Make multiple lineups. Again, if you play PGA, I don't think you can make just 1 or 2 lineups and that's it. We have a couple lineups on the website. We have a lineup for FanDuel and DraftKings that you can use as a starting point, not an end-all, be-all. For FTA Plus, you're not paying for lineups. You're paying for the research and everything that goes into it, along with everything else. So while these core plays are a great starting point, if you got someone in mind, your gut, go with your gut always first. Gut usually is where we need to look at. So kind of just looking at this, I want to give you guys some exposure here. So core plays, some sort of plays that I'm going to be looking at, consists of Scotty Scheffler, McIlroy, Schauffele, Lee Hodges, Lucas Glover, and Corey Connors. Oh, FTA, you're just using all the high-priced guys. There's a reason for that. But I think you have to have some form of these guys in your lineups. And we're going to look at all of them. We're going to look at everything that they've done here and history so far. So that's what we're going to dig into first. So we're going to look at Scotty Scheffler first. So Scheffler, we know, very expensive. 12, made the cut every single time. Logs. Just on DraftKings. We can do FanDuel too. I understand people like that. But 104 at the Charles Schwab. 97 at PGA Championship. RBC Heritage 132, Masters 119. So he won back-to-back Masters and RBC Heritage. He then, we know the deal, arrested, PGA Championship, got 8th place there, and then Charles Schwab, the last tournament he played in, tied for 2nd. So we can look at that. 5 bogeys, 9 bogeys, 1 and 9. So, even with winning the Masters, he still had 9 bogeys there, still can take it down. So we look at Scheffler here. The highest, he's had the last 2 times that he has played at this course, he's got 3rd place both times. 3rd in 2023, 3rd in 2021. He did not play last week. He then got 2nd place, 8th place, took some time off, RBC and the Masters, back-to-back first places, took a week, did not play at Texas. The week before that, he got 2nd place. 2 weeks prior to that, TP and AP, first place finishes there. So, ton of first place at Players Championship and Arnold Palmer. We know this. We know what we're getting out of him. He's made the cut in every single one. I do not see him not making the cut in this one. Best odds to win, very expensive. $12,500 on DraftKings, $14,000 on FanDuel. Opened. Ownership's going to be through the roof. I think if you're playing cash, you got to get him in there. He is part of one of the plays that I do like. So I'm going to be paying up for him. We should be able to find enough value that we should be good here. So Scheffler is my number 1. He's very expensive. I completely understand that. Another one I'm going to be looking at is Rory. So Rory's another one that I will have a lot of exposure to, maybe over the field exposure on. RBC last weekend, 103.5. He tied for 4th place. PGA Championship, couple weeks before that, tied for 12th, 96.5. Wells Fargo Championship, the week before that, 1st place, 144. We know what we're getting out of him. We look at Rory. He's played in this course the last 6 years straight. 7th place finish last year. Before that, 18th, 32, 74th, and 8th place. So his best finish, I believe, is 4th here overall. So we look at that. Really good. His recent forms, 4th place, like I said last week, 12th, 1st, 33, 22nd, 3rd, 19th, 21st, 21st, 24th. So recent form, not the best, but we still got to take him here. Top 10s, he's had 5 top 10s. He's made every single cut. He's won twice lately. 92.4 fantasy points per game is what he's averaging. Obviously, to take down a tournament, you need pretty much, not necessarily, but pretty much at least 3 of the top 5, if not all top 5 out of the 6 players that you're looking for. I get that. It's very hard to do. But a little bit of luck comes with this, but I will have exposure to McIlroy as well. Then we got Xander. Looking at Xander, 10,900 on DraftKings. Made 12 of 12 cuts as well. He's the 3rd highest priced guy here. I get that. Game logs. PGA Championship, 1st place. Wells Fargo, 2nd place. RBC was 18th, followed by 8th, 5th, 2nd, 25th, and 4th. Just looking at his course history, as far as I see, he's played for 6 straight seasons or 6 straight years here. Last year was 24th, 18th, 11th, 13th, 14th, and 86th. Obviously, missing the cut there. So we see that. Xander, if you want to save a little bit of money, he's 10,900 here, 12,200 on FanDuel. He is another person that'll be making my core plays, some form of core plays, player pool as well. Lee Hodges is one that jumps out to me. So we look at Lee Hodges, 6,500 on DraftKings. He's made 10 of 16, so not necessarily making the cuts everywhere, but we need to dig into his numbers just a little bit. Looking at here, game log wise, 12th Charles Schwab, 12th PGA Championship, 24th, 58th RBC, missed the cut at the Masters, missed the cut at Valero Texas Open. So this is more of a salary relief saver because, again, if you're paying up for the big guys, you got to find someone at around the 6,500 mark like Hodges. So we look at this. Hodges comes in here. 6,500 on DraftKings, 7,500 on FanDuel. He's only played this course once, which was last year. Got 12th place in that one. I just feel like he's way too cheap for what we're looking at. Overall, did not play last week, so whether or not he's got, rest or whatever you want, it's golf, whatever you want to say. Overall betting, 145 to 1. So anything can happen, especially with the greens the way they are, the way the course might play. We could see. This is a complete tournament value option here. I'm not saying this is the only play to do, but this is a value because at 6,500, just the way everything's lining up, could he do bad? Yeah, he obviously could. He's missed 6 cuts out of 16. But I still want to take some exposure to Lee Hodges. It's going to help you with your lineup. It's going to help you be able to afford some of the top guys like a Scheffler, Rory, Xander. It's going to help you with those. Another one is Lucas Glover. So we look at Lucas Glover here. 7,000 here, a little bit cheaper. Another value option we're looking at. He's made 12 of 14 cuts, so been pretty consistent. Comes in at 7,000 here on FanDuel. Comes at DraftKings comes at 8,200 on FanDuel. 92 to 1 to win. Not the best course history. We'll kind of just look course history. He's played this tournament since 2014. The data that goes back there. Last year, 88th, 60, 37th, 38th, 52, 52, 45, 33, 68, 69. So obviously not the worst. But game log wise, last week, 12th last time, 2 weeks ago, Charles Schwab got 12th. PGA Championship got 43rd. Wells Fargo Championship 16th. RBC Heritage 33rd. Another value play because we're going to have to pay up. So not saying a cash play, definitely saying that Lucas Glover is more of a tournament play over a cash play. Next one I want to look at is Corey Connors. So looking at Corey Connors, 8,500 on DraftKings. He's up there mid-tier priced. 8,500 there. He's 9,800 on FanDuel. So a little bit more expensive on FanDuel, which most of them are. He's made every single cut. One top 10. So this would be one where if you could get right out of the top 10, that would be perfect. Last week, RBC Heritage or Canadian Open, 6th position there, 101 fantasy points. PGA Championship 2 weeks prior to that, 26th. Wells Fargo, 13th. RBC Heritage was 44th. Got 38 at the Masters. So recently, he's been okay. A really good outing last week. Not the biggest or best course history. Last year got 97th, so obviously that's not good. Prior year 13th, followed by 53, 22nd, and 65. But yeah, made the cut 100% this year so far. Another mid-tier pick here at 8,500. Some value. If you don't trust going down to like Hodges, you don't trust going down to Glover. Corey Connors, I think, is in good spirits. He's in a good spot for you. Then a ton of exposure to, but not my core plays, Morikawa, Finau, and Shane Lowry. So Morikawa is one that I wanted to look at. We've talked about his 9,800. He is expensive. He is the 4th highest priced guy on both FanDuel and DraftKings. 9,800 on DraftKings, 11,800 on FanDuel. 13 to 1 odds to win. He's made 10 of 12 cuts. 4th last week, or at Charles Schwab 2 weeks ago. 4th at PGA Championship there. Just kind of looking at what he's done in this course history. He's played it 4 times. Last year he did withdraw. The year before that, 80th. In 2021, he got 2nd. So he's had some good course history, and his recent form's been good. Back-to-back 4th places, 16th and 9th, followed by a 3rd place at the Masters. Top 10, 5 top 10s. So a little bit cheaper than if you wanted to go with Schauffele. A little bit cheaper than some of the other guys that I do like. Morikawa here, averaging 74.2 and 69.7 around, which is pretty damn good here. So under 10,000 play here on DraftKings, under 12,000 over on FanDuel. he will be making the list as well. I'll have a lot of exposure, but, he's not going to be in every single lineup. Finau is another one that I wanted to look at. So Tony Finau, 7,900 here, 2 top 10 finishes, averaging 76.1, made 13 of 14 cuts. 7,900 is a good price. It allows us to go different directions here. Recents, 17th, 18th, 52, 12th, and 55. It's not the best lately, but if we look at his previous course history, he did not play here the last 2 years. And then in 2021, he got 32nd, 2020, 8th, 108, 13, 40, 11, and back in 2015, he got 8th place. So he's had decent run here. Again, though, we had rain, we had weather in some of these other courses in prior years. So it's definitely something to look at. But if you want to save a little bit of money, he is in my player pool that I'll have exposure to. And then another one we will have exposure to is Shane Lowry at 7,900. A little bit cheaper here, right below Tony Finau. 7,900 on DraftKings, 9,200 on FanDuel. He's made 11 of 12 cuts. He has 3 top 10s in recency. 33rd, 6th, 47, 64, 43rd. So another value pick here we're looking at. But again, PGA Championship got 99.5 on DraftKings, which is good. Looking at this, he's played back here since 2017. 16, he got 16th place last year, 32nd in 2022, 6th place, 75th. He skipped 2018, 52, and 2017. He got 15th place here. So another, mid-tier pick here at this price of 7,900 allows you to go up higher for like 3 or 4 other plays, especially on DraftKings where you do 6 golfers. You might get the top 3 golfers, and then you can find the value that we're talking about. So again, these are suggestions. These are not the only plays to go with. So if you want to see the mid to low exposures, those are down below in this article right here. Go give it some love. If you liked this video and you want to see more PGA, let me know down below. So good luck to everybody. We've got some plays that we like. If you want to bounce ideas off of each other for PGA, go to our Discord as well. And yeah, so questions, comments, concerns, if you want to get them down below, you can. If you want to email us, dfshelp1@gmail.com, you can do that as well. Or if you even want to go ahead and you can hit us up on Twitter @advisors_team. Definitely another way for us to communicate. So we are still trying to get to 10,000 YouTube subscribers before the 4th of July. So if we can get there, we will give away 1 lifetime pass. And if you have not followed us on Twitter yet, @advisors_team. Once we hit 10,000 followers over there, we will give another lifetime pass away. So good luck to everyone with the subscribing. Good luck to everyone with MLB today. Good luck with the PGA this week. Let's bring home some bacon. Peace.